So, if the web is going metaverse, what do our personal websites look like? This is a question I wanted to explore at an Indie Web Create Camp, and I set up this little thing here to explore this, and the group liked it, so I made a video in case anybody else wants to see it. So this is a regular website that runs in my browser. It is 3D, so I can scroll around here. And it's not so obvious what you would actually present to somebody in 3D who visit your personal website. Typically today that's blogs or something. So what I did here is set up this little scene that looks a little bit like maybe a floor in a college building where somebody has an office, and that will be my office. So you can figure out, okay, that's me. And what I decided to do here is post the most recent blog posts that I had on my regular blog right here on that whiteboard. If I had had more time, I would make it prettier, like make it look like some paper or something like that. But the idea being, this is what's new about me. There could be other things on here, like I could, for example, put a sticky there saying, be right back, or out for lunch, or something like that, some status. I put this mailbox there, and I think everybody can see that there's a mailbox. So the idea is that, and this is, of course, this is just prototyping, right? There's no actual functionality behind, but the idea would be you could click on that one and leave a message from me. I think it would be very straightforward to understand for everybody that this is how you leave a message. And if you want to interact with me, not something we can do on the web very easily today, you would basically knock at the door and then see whether I'm available to interact. Currently, what should happen here is that the door opens, or I can click on the door handle to open it. I don't have this functionality either, but so let me just barge through the door here. I'm walking through the door and I break into the room. So here is my office, and in my office I like windows, so I have lots of windows all over the place so I can see out in the forest. And I have a desk, and I have a chair, and then I have a visitor table and a little bit of art. And so the idea would be that if I let you into my office and you were going to meet with me, then here's a visitor chair, so your avatar could sit down and I could sit down, and then we sit at this table and we look each other in the eye, and we having a conversation, which probably is more comfortable than Zoom. Because we actually have a sense of place here, and that sense of place gives us the table here is a sense of place that defines that place. And we could, for example, put some documents on here or something that we are going to discuss. I don't think anybody has figured out yet how to do collaborative document editing in 3D virtual space, but I think one of these days somebody will, and I think it would be very natural to look at the document here and review it. Of course, we could immediately jump back into 2D space, and it sort of looks like Google Docs if you wanted to. But I think so. There's different alternatives how to interact with this. Let me walk back out of the office. I want you to notice what beautiful hardwood floor I have here, with reflections and all. And then, so stepping back a little bit again, and I think this closed door here clearly communicates that you have to knock before you can enter. You have to get permission. But over here, I have another door, and actually another door with just a door frame that's open, which communicates that, yeah, you're welcome. And so if you go over here and walk in, then here's another room, which is a little gallery where I decided to exhibit some things publicly for whoever comes by. Here I have a very poor gallery. It only has 3 pictures. These are pictures of some veggies I grew in my backyard. So this could be maybe the hydroponics growing gallery or something for a particular project that I have. So you can see what I did there. I could, of course, have multiple galleries or subjects, and I could set up all sorts of spaces to exhibit things. And let's see, this is, I think, the core of the thing. Let me zoom out a little bit. Of course, this is only a piece, a very small kind of fragment of a world. And of course, what we could do now is, if we apply the principles of the open web, as we did in the last 25 years or whatever, we could now take this and sort of hyperlink it with other people who have their own websites, and the other websites could show up like right over here. Note that what I'm advocating here is that we could basically assemble an entire virtual world in the same way that we assembled the web from websites. It's not like there was one website and everybody had to get a space on an account or something on that one website. That's not how the web works. Instead, everybody set up their own website, and then we linking to each other with hyperlinks. And I think we could do the exact same thing to create a decentralized virtual world from pieces published on individual websites. One more comment on how this is built. This is basically just standard web technologies. There's nothing proprietary about it. The core here is a thing called A-Frame, which Mozilla built apparently at some point, and then I also used the Mozilla Spoke tool to do some of the 3D editing. They have defined a big library of useful things like this wall and the floor material, so it's quite easy to use. And I just put this together, and it is all, it's all very rudimentary. It's just a proof of concept. I spent like maybe 2-3 hours on it, and basically just to figure out what one could do with their homepage. And that's it.